Hi, good evening, everyone. It's Naval. I'm just sharing the link across the multiple channels. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be there. All right, I've shared the link. So you may join. I'm just opening the YouTube on my laptop, another one, so that I can look at the chat at the same time. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Ankur. Hope you all had a great, wonderful Christmas and holidays. Hi, Mark. And thanks for all your comments, Mark. I was going through them. Thank you very much. So let me share the entire screen now. Hi, Venkat. Hi, Hamid. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Shri. Hi, Joy. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Stan. Hello. So let me just start with some of my scans. First one is open high low. Let's see what it did on Friday, or practically Thursday. So UPS was open at 209, low at 209 and made a high. So it worked. LMT open low same and made a high. FSLR open high same and made low. So this worked. And SPX was open low same and it ran. So this is a very simple scanner which you can run by 9:45 to 10 o'clock and see if the open price is equal to high, you need to short the stock or you can go for a puts. If open equals to low, you can go for the long or the calls. This is an intraday strategy, so you should not be carrying these positions overnight. But this works mostly like 99% of the time that it holds this price for open, and then you can leverage it. Try it on a couple of times and see if it works for you. Hi Shreyas, hi Harry, hi Sunil, hi Manoj, hi Jess, Sasrikal. Let me do my inside day. Again, I do inside day on my watch list. So Amazon has inside day, UPST has inside day. So Amazon, I'm gonna mark inside day. And I will also explain how I use this sheet once again for people who are new. And UPST is also inside day. So UPST is practically double inside day. Sophie PLTR, I don't trade. V, something I'm not interested. Nike, I can make note down of Nike. V, John Deere. Team is good. It can work. D-Dog. These are all inside days. Hi, Shashi. Roku, I do want to include Shashi. D-Dog, I have ZS, Zscaler, I have to search. And I want to take out a couple of names from this. Roku, I definitely want to include tonight. So I'm getting rid of Netflix for now and adding Roku. Instead of PayPal or JPM, I can include Team. The Team is there. Roku is there. MU is running like it's almost the 94, 95 target, but I still want to keep it. Okay, we can see about all this. I already have coin, Steven. So Coin, Mara, Reut, they are in the same base. So if like on Friday, Coin almost tested the second target and is there. ES almost tested the second target. QQQ came to the first target but could not break. But we'll talk about that. What is CL? I don't even know CL. Like I first time looking at CL, nice trend and bullish EMA cross. So let's check CL because I do not trade CL as a stock. It already ran, man. It had already ran enough. It had a crossover right here, not at 82, 83. It's like 10% already moved from the point. So at this point, it's mostly have seen selling. We'll come to it in more details later on. I'll make a note of CL. I did. All right, so let's start from ES first and look at the market. So as of now, we were staying bullish and it had paid off well. We bounced right from this area 4519 and now we are almost 200 points up 4723 and we're going to break 4779. That was my target. We still have not hit that target, so most likely this week we're going to hit that 4779. We have one stopper which is 4743, which is previous all-time high, but I think that will be taken pretty easily. This week will not have, like this was the previous high, we can easily take it down. We are going up. The 12 AMA is holding considerably well. 4668 is the main thing now. Till the moment we are holding above 4668, we are positive. We are positive, we are bullish. We're going to hit 4779 in straight line, and that's what is happening. We're moving towards it. One breaker 4743, but that will be gone pretty easily. Friday we tried to break it, but because it was a low volume day, so we could not like have that kind of momentum. But this is a full week. Let's see how things pan out. See, the volume here on Friday was considerably low. This is Friday as compared to the moment we had. Not Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday. So the volume is on the declining side. Yes, we are going up because there are no sellers in the market. You need to understand that by 31st, all the fund managers will try to lock in their net asset values for their funds. So they do not want to be on the losing side. They want to put more money on the stocks which are running. So expect stocks which are strong to get more stronger. Expect stocks which are weak to remain weak. You will not have more money going into that. So they will try to close their books by 1231 at the highs so that they can lock their capital gains, lock their like quarterly, yearly gains, and then move on. Because like from 2021 1st January to 31st December 2021, they have a period where they need to show on their funds the performance for one last year. And this will note down as a very good performance starting from the point where we were in January to closing at the highs of the year. Next year, we all know it's going to be a little messy to start with because all the free flow money which was coming since 2008-9 from ECB and FOMC is going to cut down substantially. Like that's about $240 billion per month. It's going to cut down. So total in total, 1 year, it's about $2 trillion. That is not going to come into the market. And do we expect that kind of money coming from retailers or big investors? I don't think so. So it's going to be very tight next year. We'll definitely move forward, but I'll take a step-by-step approach. Right now, we are looking strong, moving towards this target. I am still bullish, no change in my stance. So it's my bullish. Let me just check one more thing on the weekly candles as well. Let me remove the volume. So even on the weekly, you see, and this is the aspect you all need to understand. This was the close and this was open. And this candle covered it. It came below the close and closed above it open. This is called engulfing or covering it. This is really positive. Usually a bullish engulfing gives you one more or two more candles. So this candle should be positive. Okay. So I'm going to come back on my daily candles and try to keep the technicals pretty simple so that you understand it and then you can leverage it. Stop loss will be this area. You see this area has been a struggle. This is the first time we had the closing above this level, highest closing level on Wednesday, on Thursday. So now 4,700 is an extremely super duper support. So stop loss is 4,700. I'll take 5. First target is 47.43, which is the previous all-time high. If you want to keep very refined 2.5, then 4,779. I'm utterly bullish, so 70%. So, and this is weekly bullish engulfing. Buy anywhere between like previous low and this concept, which is an observation I have shared a few times, that whenever you have the close here was 471615 and look at the open 4717. They are closely aligned to each other. Whenever something like that happens, next candle usually moves in the direction of the previous candle. So this should go higher. So anytime you come around 4717 to 4725, that's a buying area with this 10-point stop loss and a target which is right there. I'm 70% bullish on this. Triple Q has been lacking for last few days. It's trying to show momentum, but it's not showing that kind of momentum which usually it represents. It's going up with the declining volume because there's low volume in the market, so you can totally ignore that. It doesn't mean that it's going to fall. The second thing is increase volume. Second thing which is really important to know, you see all this area. There's only one time it tried to break out and then it made the new high straight line. Since then, it is extremely getting rejected from this area. So anytime we break above 399.57, that's like a bullet from your gun. It will not stop. It will hit this 408 area. It will hit 417 area in straight line. It will not stop. It is like you're coiling against the wall too much. It's creating that kind of pressure that if it breaks out from here, it's going to hit direct this 417. You have 5 days to test this. So if you are bullish on tech stocks, this is the time, because tech stocks, as I said, fund managers want to make sure that yes, their fund values to the top at the close of the financial year. So they will try to invest as much as into these sectors so that they can push it higher and close at the top. Okay, that's a rational from a fundamental point of view. Technical point of view, we still need a break above 399.57. If we do that, then this is the target. Second target is 408. So I think it's time for ES, because I have QQQ. It has almost come like 399. It came on Thursday, but could not break out. But now I want it to break out. So I wanted to buy about 399.57 and 396 is my stop loss. My target is bringing it here and 408.71. Do not try to short this. 417. Do not try to short this because the momentum will be extremely good. And this was bullish, like abandoned baby, and it's carrying on from there. On the weekly candles, it's making it made a, like, the high was 398.48, 43. So practically it made a lower high and a lower low. But you see this bull flag on the weekly, this bull flag is there. It needs to break out. Like on the weekly, I do not have any resistance right now. As and when it breaks above 398.48, let me just precise it, 398.48, it should go higher. So this is, it's a continuation. So let me continue. So here it's just need to break out of this. As soon as it did, it's going to hit 402.74. And you know, all the big companies, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, they are the contributors in triple Q and ES. So they will contribute and move it higher. Okay. And hi guys, I'll come back to you, all of you. Thank you for joining in. So that's the setup for QQQ. Extremely bullish. Apple has been slowly and steadily moving up, but it's like in this zone where it is struggling. Yes, it is moving, but it's slow and steady. Now my stop loss here is 172.79, which is a 12 EMA, or I can do this trend line, which is extremely important area, 173.75 now. And I want, like, it closed at 176, but anytime it comes around 175.50 to 177, it's a range to buy in Apple. It's positive, but I'm giving still 60% because it has to show some strength. It's in that zone where it might struggle, but if it breaks out of 180, it will just run. It's the area where we should buy Apple, this area. Once we clear up 178, 180, I do not have anything until 203. So this area around 176 to 178 and 180 is an area where it will see some consolidation, where it will see some slow movement. So we need to have a clear-cut direction. If you want to avoid Apple, it's fine, but it's better if we can enter around 172, 173 area, because that will give us much better leverage. Even if it consolidates, we will have the opportunity to make a better trade because we entered at better price. If you enter here, it will be most of a tight trade. Like, it may not move that much, which you're expecting from last 1 or 2 months where Apple has moved substantially. You may not see that kind of movement in Apple as of now. So it's still a 60% leverage on Apple. BA, this is a stock which I love and hate. Finally, it's trying like to close above the 34 EMA. This 34 EMA has been a pain for BA. It has tried a couple of times to break it, but failed on the daily candles. On the weekly candles, it is making a bullish engulfing, which is finally positive, but it has disappointed so much that I don't know what to do with it. It still need to cross that 208 area to move towards 218, but it's looking much better than it was previously. But because of the COVID news in the weekend, Christmas weekend, many flights were cancelled. Are we going to have that kind of impact on this or not? We have to see. But 12 EMA, this is a morning star right here. 12 EMA should be a clear-cut stop loss for BA. Okay, 199.36. BA 199.36 is clear-cut stop loss. It is trading at higher prices as of now, and Dow Jones is still showing green in futures, but I'm giving it a 60%. and I'm still trying to buy this in the range. I do not have a clear-cut idea about how much it is going to impact, but a confirmation about 20491 will be extremely good. So if you want to buy between 201 to 203, it's a good price, and this is the target. You can join that. I have burned myself so much in BA, so I can align with you. Teams, this is a stock which is in my watch list, but I have not traded this in many months. It's consolidated, and after a very long time, it's closing above the 34 EMA, which shows a positive intent right there, and it's an inside day. So since its last earning, it was decimated from all the way to 483. It came down to 330. Now it's trying to cover that piece on the way up. 401 is a target here with the stop loss of 384.81. So team is an inside day positive. You can buy this above 395 will be extreme. I would say 390. And inside days are breakouts. Stop loss is 384.81. Target is 401 and 417. 401, 417.61. So inside day, when you have a candle within the candle and the volume of previous candle is higher than the current volume. Okay, so usually these kind of setups break out. It's a morning star as well. So the continuation is really good. 407, 414, 415 is a good like booking area. 417 to 418. It's a good booking area. AMD. AMD is one of the stocks. See, on Friday, it came all the way, tested this area exactly to the point, and then came back. Now it will cross this, it will breach this, and it will hit 158 area. AMD, Nvidia, MU, TSM, LR6, all these stocks should run. Okay, stop loss here should be plead right in this area. You need to just look at the box where it has some previous. Let me show. Look at the candles. Here it close, open, open, lows, come close, low, made high, EMA. So this area comes around a good stop loss. So wherever it opens, 145, 146 is a good stop loss. 145. Target is this 149.50, which is this one, because this time it will break out, and then is 155 area, which is this one. It's a morning star. It was a morning star, but now it's a continuation. So I'm going to remove the morning star from it and buy above 147. And people who do not understand how do I buy this, how do you use a usage sheet, I wait till 10 o'clock just to avoid volatility in the initial few 30 minutes. Like 9:50, 10 o'clock, I look at my watch list. This is my watch list. I see where ES is. If it ES is in my positive direction, I look out for trades which are high convictions, like 80%. And then look, if they are in my good buying range, I pick them up. And then I target by buying them the strike prices which are nearest to target 1, if that is still open, by taking 2 weeks call out, and then I run them. I may carry them, I may not carry them. That depends on the market momentum and that day. But I tend to book the profit when I see the profit. That's the very simple thing I follow. Look at this sheet around 9:50, 10 o'clock. I prefer 10 o'clock, but people have that adrenaline rush as soon as 9:30 is there. I need to press the execute button on the trading platform. And whenever they do that, they lose. So build a patience, build some 30 minutes. Market has about 7 hours of trading, almost like 6:30. So if you cannot resist 30 minutes of trading, then you are not in the right uh, business. Have some patience, and then market will give automatically you enough opportunities to make. Your goal is to make money. Your goal is not to trade. Your goal is to make money. So keep that clearly in your head. Okay. Amazon. This has been calling really, really hard. It needs to break out. It definitely needs to break out. Above 3446, it's something I want. Right now, it's not doing that. And I will just keep everything here. I'm just increasing its target. So it's inside day here. 1, 2. It needs to break out. 3388 is an extremely important support. It closed on that support line, and it needs to break out. It needs to see 3500 this week. Otherwise, it's going to be in the bear territory. As I said, investors or fund managers may or may not invest in a stock which is not moving and not bringing their portfolio higher. They want to invest in the stocks which are bringing their portfolio net value higher, which can give them good profits, and they can lock their profit. If something is not moving, it's not moving. Amazon usually has given good returns after the Christmas week, and looking at the retail sales, looking at the online sales, it should do something similar. But let's see. Then I would like to see this tomorrow morning that yes, it responds. So I'm still giving it 60%. Coin. So coin did extremely good job right from 231 area. We were positive, and it's moving 265. So coin is continuation. Now 265, which was the target, will become the stop loss. Buy, I would say buy around 260, or let me be fair. Let me take 259.95 as my stop loss, which is the 12 EMA, gives me much more confidence, and buy in the range if you can get between 260 to 265. Then like this is the range. If you can buy it in here, in this area, come on, in this area, it's extremely good. Your first target will be this, second target will be this. There's no issues in this, and Bitcoin might show some momentum once the market opens. But I think there were some positive regulatory things which happened for Bitcoin. And I'm 70%. People who are using Mara, right, they should follow the same thing in, like as I'm doing in coin. They are positive. D-Dog after an extremely good move from 159, it's coming in an area where it should break out towards 196. I'm positive that 12 EMA has changed the trend. Plus, it is supposed to be closed or added in Nasdaq. So it needs to get that momentum going in. So this is one of the stocks where you can see some good momentum. So 184 to 196 is my target in D-Dog. It's in Nasdaq edition plus inside there. So buy above 182 roughly. Target is 184, 196. Stop loss is 180. And this could be a very likely. So I'm giving it a 80%. For 80%, let me change the color and make it blue. so that it's clearly evident. It's blue because it's 80%. And I'll make it. Facebook is another one. I've been recommending Facebook. Facebook trying its best. It's making a bullish engulfing, but it's getting resistance from this line. Again, the same principle. This stock has not performed well. You may not see good momentum in Facebook unless it clears 342 area. So very small trade is there, but one good thing which is happening in Facebook is the 12 EMA and the 34 EMA are converging towards each other, which is a positive conclusion. The trend is about to reverse. So crossover is about to happen. It tested the high on Friday as well, 336.60. It needs to break higher from that, and stop loss is 331.74. So Facebook is not EMA 1234 crossover. Buy above 336.70. Stop loss is 331.75. Target is 342.90. 345.30. If Facebook breaks out 342.90, this area 342.90, this will run like in straight line to 365. It will not even stop for a single second. You may see gap. There may be a news which will populate. There may be something positive. Something will happen once it crosses 342. It has consolidated enough in this area that it should give a breakout from this point. Plus, if it fails here, it's going to be in the bearish territory like Amazon. It's hanging onto the cliff by this green line. If it loses this, it's going to break down big. Francis, I will cover Netflix, but Netflix, okay. So I'm still keeping it 60% for Facebook because it needs to break out. Google is something which I'm seriously bullish now because Google tested the support of 2800 multiple times. Right here, this was a support. It had, now this is inverted hammer, right? When you have a hammer like this on the top, it means it is supposed to push down. If we have a red candle, this will become a evening star. Now we need to have this stop loss clearly. This area, this is an extremely important stop loss. So I'm going to keep Google now in a neutral territory with a stop loss of 29.30. $28.28. Let's say 29.25. Targets are still same, but I'm giving it only 60%. I'm calling this neutral just because there is a inverted hammer on the top. That's the only reason. 60% inverted hammer. And this area, it has struggled in the past. So I do not need to be bullish or extremely bullish at this time on Google. Then we had PayPal. PayPal tried its best, but could not close. Like it consolidated really, really good, but I wanted to break higher. So I'm going to remove it for now, but it might move because the sales in the Christmas weekend are really, really good. So if you have to trade above 194.95, which is about 2% higher from here. So 194.95, stop loss is 190, and target is 199 area, which is a 34, and 202. I'm still giving it a neutral view because it has to jump at least 2% to give me a trade. Microsoft. Microsoft again, like it's coming in an area where it should find some support. It is one of the positive stocks, is leading from this morning star pattern, but it has struggled in this 334 to 338 area. So I'll be a buyer in Microsoft if it comes around 333. So I'm again like I'm positive, but inside day, I don't know. No, it's not an inside day consideration. It is out. I'm positive. Stop loss is 333 now. 333. I'm just giving it very clearly 33262. 33262. This is the stop loss. The target is 338, which is this area about the pink block. If it clears it, then 342, which is this high. Once we have a clear picture from here, we can see much more clarity on Microsoft. It is bullish, but I just want to have some more time on it. Roku, after a very long time, I'm including Roku in my list. Roku on the weekly, it's like not a clean inside week, but it's an inside week, and it's giving me a bull flag right there on the weekly. With 231 as my stop loss, I want to go higher with 235.36 area on the weekly, and on the daily, I closed above the 12 EMA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times back to back, 5 times back to back. So now if I cross 2737, I'll be running the show. I will have a much better show if I cross 243.44. So 243.44 is an extremely important area for Roku. If it crosses that, then yes, it can be really, really positive. So target is 243.74, 243.44. Stop loss is 227.8, which is the 12 EMA, and buy above 236.80. And next target after this is this area, which is 268. So 243, you can swing this position for 268. I'm still giving it 60% because Roku has failed a lot. MU, I was really positive since MU results, and I was telling everybody it will move towards 100. So Thursday, it gave a extremely good move. After this is inside day and breakout of inside day, extremely good move. Now 93 is just stop loss. Look for 97 and 103. It should give you all that. So MU inside day continuation, buy above 94, or buy in the range 94. I don't even mind that. $93, $94, $95 area. Stop loss is $93.05. Target is moving higher. 97, 103. 97 may be a little pain point, but once it crosses it, it will give you 103 to 110 in straight line. And this is an extremely important. So I'm 80% confident here. This is running for last few days. So if you get a breather, this will be the stock where you need to enter in the dip. Shopify is doing really, really good in last couple of days. It's bounced from that 12 EMA and tested this area 39, 1420. 1420 is your stop loss. move above 1451 will be positive. So sharp is a continuation. So 1452, which was the target 2, now we want to buy above this area. 1420, which was the target 1, will become the stop loss. It's just that I take step by step. 1493, 1532 are the targets. So we have some trollers in the chat. Let them enjoy, let them have fun. Nvidia like TSM, LRCX, all the chip stocks is in positive bullish trend. It just needs to break above 299.64 and then it will hit 311. So 299.64 is an important area for Nvidia, which was the target 1. So I'm going to come here, 299.64. Target is 311 for now. Both the targets are 311. I'm just keeping that clear. And my stop loss will be this 297.55. Out of AMD, MU, and Nvidia will be the least important or least interested I will be in. It might move, but it needs to break out 299. If it does, then yes. Tesla, our favorite Tesla. Tesla exactly did 1074 target, which we had for Tesla previously, which was right here, 1074. It made that area. Now it should move towards 1146, most likely, and stop loss will be 1060. It's going to move pretty strongly in this area. So 1146 is something I'm looking for. 1146. Buy above 1074. Stop loss 1060, 1146, and 1172. If it crosses 1172, this will run like anything. He still has to sell about 1.5 million stocks. So possibly that is coming this week. But this is the trade. UPST. UPST has moved substantially from 134 to 150. It's doing a double inside day. So a breakout is coming. This may be one stock where you can see extremely big move in this week. Everything is here in same in UPST. It's coiling, coiling, and coiling. Any break above 151, you should simply go long. Don't even look at it. You may even get 196. I'm not like over suggesting it, but yes, it's possible we might hit 196 on UPST. Last is Snow. Snow had the double inside day, and now it's making a evening star. This is the evening star right here. It's getting that rejection again and again. It's not able to break out from here. So now, if it fails, we might end up right here testing about 327 area, which is an extremely good area to add, or you can wait to add above 357. If it holds above 357, which is about 2.5% move, you can consider this. So I'm taking this out from my list. Instead, I can bring maybe Netflix back. So Snow, I'm just taking it out. I'll bring Netflix back. But Snow has to close above 357 or open above 357 to give you any kind of move. Right now, it's not there. Netflix is testing that 608 area, 609 area. It's looking to like 624 to 634. This is an area where it should move. Like this was one of the stocks which moved really good in the last few months, but has not moved in last 3 or 4 weeks enough. So this is a stock where you can see good momentum building towards the end of the year. So Netflix is not an inside day. 608 97 is my stop loss, and I want to buy above 615. Cool. That's it. So that's my plan for Monday, the last week of 2021. Hopefully we have a better next year, much better than what we had this year. Morning star is something which comes at the bottom of the trend, which tells you the trend has reversed. An evening star is done at the top of the trend, which meaning that the bullish trend has done. Now it will reverse into the bearish trend. The higher the time frame, like daily or weekly, more clarity it will give you. Thank you, Suraj. So let me share my Zoom link. If anybody is interested, you can come and join this meeting and we'll take it from there. So anybody who wants to join in, I've shared the link. You can join in between. Let me read the comments. Is there an evening star on the Netflix on daily? No, there's no evening star. Evening star happens right here. This is the evening star. This was the top of the trend at 700, and this was the evening star. From here, it came all the way down to 600. That's a 100-point move. That's an evening star. Arun, don't worry about supply and demand indicator. You can do more things with price action. Just leave the help of indicators. Look at the price action. So hi Suraj, hi Ankur, hi Mark, hi Venkat, hi Hamid, Gagan, Shri, Joy, Stan, Shreyas, Harry, Sunil. Thanks Sunil. Hi Manoj. Hi Jess, hi Shishi. So we covered Roku, DDog, Zscaler, and QCOM. So you want QCOM we were positive, and we were looking for a 200 target in QCOM. It's right there. It needs to break out above 185. If it does, it will have that momentum. Right now, it's holding well this area 178. So 178 should be a stop loss, or 180. Practically 180.55 should be a stop loss. If it breaks above 185, QCOM will have a good move. We have Zscaler. Zscaler 316 is a good stop loss for ZS, which is a 50% Fibonacci plus 34 EMA. If it loses this, it will go down more. So 316 is an important stop loss for Zscaler. Target on the higher side is 332. 332 will be difficult to breach because it's a 61% Fibonacci. But in case it does, 342 will be the next target. But right now, 316 is an important area for Zscaler. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Naval. Hope you had a good Christmas break. Thanks for doing this on a Sunday night again, as usual.
Yes, Richard, I had a good time. Hope you had a good time
Uh,
too.
I did. Lovely photo of your family as well on the Twitter.
Thank you.
Um, so D-Dog still is looking super bullish on my charts.
Yes, and I'm bullish there.
Yeah,
It's an
it's
inside day
it.
as well.
So I noticed on the EMAs, right? Like it's been kind of dancing around above and below the EMAs there. How do you feel so confident that it's going to go to new highs from here?
First thing, look at this. The 12 EMA has finally, like after a big consolidation here, it closed above the 34 EMA. That's one thumbs up. Second thing, if you go into the weeklies, it tested that 159, managed to close above this long-term resistance line above and did a bullish engulfing, made a higher high, higher low on the weekly. That's second positive point. Third point is the inside day. So anytime you have a consolidation like this, an inside day with all the two positive backing it up, the possibility of breaking higher is much more. Those are the three reasons I'm bullish on D-Dog.
Got it. That's very helpful. One more chart to look up is Snap. I think it was you that mentioned that it was getting a very high amount
Option
of
flow, and
option
I
flow.
did enter in it. I made quick money in that. And you see, it's coming back and recaptured that 12 EMA. It has the potential to break at least 54, this area, 54, 55 area. It has that potential. But you will get that confirmation once it breaches 50.95. Right now, any opportunity you get around 47, 48, it's a position to add.
Got it. I mean, this chart, it seems like a broken chart, right? If you look at the
Yes,
weekly, it's just such a disaster zone.
yes, but there's a big gap. And gaps are always filled. If it is up or down, it doesn't matter. Gaps are filled. Now, this is a very big gap, which was created when it went up and again when it went down. So this is a vacuum. This will come into picture more or less anytime next year.
So maybe leaps for this one could be a
Leaps,
potential play.
I think leaps are already, let me open black box and show you the leaps. People were buying extremely in the money options for Snap. One second, let me show you that. That's, I will not call this a leap. It's only 28 days away. But if you go to 2023, look at this. It's January 2023, 40 call. It was at 48. It started at 46, the same area we were 47, 46. 389, 398, 337, 235, 2 million, 688, 700, 355, half a million, 700, 1.4, 250, 300, 1 million, 360, 1.5, 360, 450, 187. This is some money. And if you look at the number of contracts here, 300, roughly 1500, about 5,000. So if I check the open interest, okay, let me go to Snap and check the open interest. This should be added in the open interest. 40 calls. This was the volume, 10,432. No. And open interest was 6,955. If you see tomorrow morning, this becomes 16,000. that will confirm you that yes, those positions were added and they were added with some good solid base.
And that's about a 74 delta call. So
Yes, so
not
any dollar move,
yeah.
you will make money.
Yeah. I mean, they're not out of the money leaps, they're in the money leaps, but 40 seems to be a pretty good number.
Yes, so at least like they are paying $15, right? So 40 or 15, that's what 55. So they're taking at least to 55, at least just to make some money. But this delta of 0.74, that's about $7 move from here, 48 to 55. That will give them $5. So $5, if they are in this, they're at least making 35% return on all the total money, which is very good money. And this is not the only one. If you look at 60 calls, they were there, and these are next year only. And they were puts which were sold. 12, 31, 48 puts, these were sold. So they were clearly sure that yes, it's going to close above 48 coming this week. So something is coming, something is there in Snap.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Naval, and have a good week this week. Good luck.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Mimi. Mr. Kenny, all this time frames are daily. So let me read anyone else. So we discussed all this, right? Mara, CL, Colgate Palmolive. I think it has done its job already. But because of COVID, you are expecting it to move. I don't think so. You will have a big move here because it's a zone where it has struggled. Plus, it's way above from its breakout zone. So either it needs to come back at 81 to make a move, or it needs to cross above 84. So in both the cases, it's in middle of the both sides. So you need to wait for clarity in Colgate Palmolive. Sweat Kitmore. Thank you, Kitmore. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Krishna. Hi, Troll. Hi, Uttam. Hi, Deepak. Hi, Shashi. Crowd. CRWT. Crowd is trying to have a close above the 12 EMA. It's trying its best, but it's a stock where I would not jump at all. CrowdStrike, no. I would only jump if it closes about 227, which is about 5%, not 5, 6.5% move from here. So in between, it might give you scalping opportunities, but I'm not a scalper, so I will not jump into this. No trade above, unless and until it crosses above 227 for me on CrowdStrike. How can I sell puts were sold, Mimi? Okay, let me show you. And this is, guys, please look at this. So those were the puts which were 48 puts of 1231. Okay. Look at the price. This, if you're not looking at the chart, looking at the price section, this is very simple logic. Look at the price. Price of the option was 48.29. Price of the equity was 48.29, and price of the option was 1.2. Okay, implied volatility was 48. Price of the option, price of the equity started going up. Price of the option going down. Okay, that gives you one clarity. So even if the price of the option came back a little, price of the equity came back, the price of the option did not came back. It's like it's losing its momentum. Start 48.29, 1.2. It came to 0.85 after a per like 50 cents move in about a 1% move in Snap, which is much higher loss in the option value. That's about 20-25% move loss. Second thing, that's one way of checking it. Second way of checking it is go to January options on 31st December option. look at 48 puts, create a chart, and break down the chart on 5 minutes. Look at the timestamp. This came from 329 to 24. So let's go to 329, which is right here. This is the 5-minute candle. 329. If I break it further down to 1 minute, this is 329. You see right here, it opened at 0.86, and you see a massive red candle, which is the volume, and the price of the option came down, rejecting the 34 EMA, showing you that it was a sell. So you need to see the price action on the option value. This clearly tells you that yes, it was a sell. Okay. So crowd we did. We explained Morningstar. Affirm. Affirm. I was positive, but it's failing a lot. It's struggling. Just to be honest, it might lose more. It might come down more. It's like sell on rise. It needs to have a closing above 106.60. If it does, then I'll be good, confident on a firm. But right now it's losing its momentum. So at least it needs a close above the 12 EMA so that it can test 118, 119. The real momentum in a firm will come if it breaks above 118. But that's a long-term trend line, and it will go up from higher from there. Ulta. I have not read Ulta in like many years. Last I read was like when it fell to my charts are have not even been added. Let's so see, this is a chart which was not there, and look at the levels. They're respected properly. They're respected automatically. So placing a regression channel is of utmost importance. If you place it right, you will not miss any opportunity. So trend is slowly and slightly turning negative. It's in a zone where it has struggled in the past. So it needs a closure above 417, 414 to have a new momentum on the higher side. If it loses this, it's going to go down bad. WIAC, I don't even look at WIAC. I don't know why you people even trade this stock. It's a Morningstar, but it has Morningstar multiple times. It fails. You might want to try this, but 32 is your target. It's positive as of now, but it has been a disappointment. Why you want to enter into a trade like this? No idea. I have no idea why you want to enter in a stock like this. 32 should be your target if you want to jump on. TTD. It's holding up this gap beautifully. 92 area is 61.9% plus the trend line plus the EMAs. So it's holding beautifully as of now. You can like see 108 in it most likely. 99 should be your first target. If it loses this 92 area, it will come down and fill this gap of 75. So 92 is make or break for TTD, because usually if it breaks 61, it will come down and fill 23. And this is the gap right there at 23. So 92 is an important area for TTD. It may not happen now, but in future, if it breaks 92, you will see the fun. CNM is positive. Fubo, I do not trade Fubo now. It's a mess. CNM is positive. I do not trade these two companies, so I have no idea. All right, if nobody has anything else, I'll call it a night and we'll see tomorrow. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.